Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
Yeah. Young Satoshi. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Dragonchain, 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 Dragonchain. Mine 10 blocks on the blockchain. My ETH father for the got paid. These dragons selling like they hotcakes. We go to the moon like we don't got breaks. If you want to transact on a marketplace, Dragonchain, Dragonchain, Dragonchain. Dragonchain, 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 Dragonchain. Mine 10 blocks on the blockchain. My ETH father for the got paid. These dragons selling like they hotcakes. We going to the moon like we don't got breaks. If you want to transact on a marketplace, Dragonchain, Dragonchain, Dragonchain. My ETH costs more than your rent. I saw my life savings get a 10. Dragons get the hottest coming next. Me and Joe Rose making bets. All this shit seem new to me. Mixing blockchain with security. Keeping data safe is the fluency. How could you not fuck with the company?
All right, welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. This is the Dragonchain Update Show, and we are now at episode 70E. 70E, 0xfe. It is in hex. It is the 254th episode. And reminder, nothing on the show is financial advice. Stay tuned after the updates for the weekly AMA. This week on Dragonchain Updates, we have this show's Super Happy Dragon Lucky's distribution from last week of governance lot. And it's also lot for the Dragonchain, the official Dragonchain layer. Last week created 504 lot. And let's see here. There were 2 questions for 84 lot each. 1 featured post for 84 lot. The host received 84 lot, and Dragonchain received 168 lot. This week on Den.Social updates, we have the LCP, the layer creation process for June 2024. The results are in. Welcome the virtual reality layer nominated by Dayrox in December of 2020. Isn't that crazy? December of 2020. 29 unique voters, 1.2 million lore committed. 2020, that's pretty cool. And let's see here. Then we go to DenDAO updates. Again, it's all online. I do know from last week there was some request to discuss a change from Ethereum. You know, maybe it could be to I can't remember what the choices were, but Solana to Base to whatever else to make it cheaper to use. And I would also contend that we should probably think about doing the same for lot, because that might make it more worthwhile to allow people to trade those governance tokens independent of DAO, of DenDAO itself. So anyway, let us know in this post if you want to have a meeting, and we'll set it up. All right. This week on the World Blockchain Roundtable updates, in case you missed it, last week's episode was ETHgate, real or fiction, and I think it was decided, and I think there's even new developments this week on it, that the all-important investigation of Ethereum or consensus, I don't know which, was just dropped, right? And you're like, that's how do they do that? How do they do that? Does it make sense to anyone? Anyway, that was episode 160. Today, this week, episode 161 will air at 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC. That's just a little bit more than 50 minutes from now. And the topic is, and this is a mouthful, network. Is that right? Let's look. Yeah, it is. Okay. Network states powered by blockchains as alternatives to the Westphalian nation state, or Westphalian. I don't know how to pronounce it. And Greg will tell us what that is, in fact, today. So, and there are a couple of questions already in here. So, we will get to those. Now we're though going to go. So make sure you're watching that. Make sure you participate, because you can get some. You can get some lot just by getting a question on the air. And if you know somebody who should be on the panel, have them get a hold of us, or somehow introduce them to us one way or another. Anyway, this week on Dracaria, there have been there's a lot of developments. We're getting some of the website finished, and we're working on a couple of things for the rollout to see how precisely how we want to do things. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening, but keep make sure you follow and turn on the little notification stuff for Dracaria World on X, because there is a giveaway pretty much every week, usually Monday to Friday. So it'll be finalized sometime tomorrow, kind of whenever the team can get to it. But essentially, for this one, you have to answer these two questions: how can a golden egg be used, and how many golden eggs are awarded each season? The rules: you have to follow the account. You have to repost this tweet or post. I don't know. It's called a post now, right? That's kind of unfortunate. It's not called a tweet anymore. Tag some friends and comment. Ideally, preferably in complete sentences, but comment what are the two answers in your reply, and you will be entered to win. And you'll get one of those very few gateway keys for the Genesis season. So there are only 58 or 59 of them, and I think 17 of them. I think like that. I think it's 17 are for team members, people who have worked on the project for quite some time. So anyway, you see the golden eggs. You see the golden eggs for each season there. So and I guess I will go here, while I refresh the AMA questions for this week's Super Happy Dragon Lucky, make sure you like and comment and subscribe if you haven't to the channel that you're watching on. And we'll get straight to the questions. First question, Alexans. Do you think the latest news of the SEC Ethereum case, that it's over, can help Dragonchain with its situation? You would think so, right? I actually don't know, right? I might normally say I wish I was a lawyer, but I of course don't, and I of course know also that if I were a lawyer, I wouldn't have any better answer than I would as an engineer. So but given you think about it, they gave them a free pass. That in fact, the guy who gave them the free pass in a speech, Hinman, was paid by a firm that was partners with Consensus and/or the Ethereum Alliance, which is all Consensus. I think $12 or $15 million. So essentially, they whether or not that was a direct bribe, or whether it was just wink, wink, nudge, nudge, understanding that hey, this is probably worth it to all of us. If you do this, you're in a position to do it. And yeah, by the way, all of those ethics people that you're emailing, ignore them. Go. Let's just do this. It's worth it, right? Maybe you'll be dishonored in public, but yeah, that doesn't really happen anymore, does it? Especially with those people. And then for whatever reason, they decided we're going to investigate Consensus. So they went after everybody else. Then they finally come after Consensus, who by the way has lost several court cases in Switzerland and Europe, other places where maybe the law is actually the law. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't pay anybody off there, or maybe they couldn't pay anybody off there. I have no idea how that works. that now they dropped the SEC Ethereum case, and you can look at what Mr. Huber has said online too. That there are a couple of interesting pieces that is like if they investigate them, they're going to end up charging themselves because it was all officials at the SEC that were white glove giving white glove treatment to the Ethereum crowd, specific people, and not all Ethereum people are like this. I'm not trashing on the ecosystem or the network. I'm trashing on the people that started it and some of the people that have done those crazy things that they have. So, do you like vanilla Coke or would you rather drink Pepsi? That's a good question. Okay, so let's see here. The next question. Great question, by the way, Alexandre, as always. From I am for I am. An ad question about Den. So it is about Den. It is a question, probably original. How would you feel if Den became flush with ads? Sick. I would be sick, right? It would feel like the rest of the internet. So it would be kind of like I guess I would be. I would feel. I would feel I would be very used to it being as I do have to look elsewhere on the internet. But what if the trade-off was plenty of revenue to pay for new enhancements to the platform? I mean, the new revenue is needed, and frankly, if DIN became flush with boosted posts, then the system would be working. So the ads, if the ads were, of course, content-based ads where only Coke. What about cherry Coke? He said no vanilla Coke either. Okay, so I don't know. I have cherry Coke. Anyway, so revenue with boosted posts would be great. The other thing would be if we found a way to sell the governance capabilities for projects or for campaigns. That people could use those in various powerful ways that actually help the ecosystem, because people don't mind content that is promoted by a would-be advertiser, provided that content is not does not interrupt the flow. Like you look at Twitter now. One of the worst things in the world is that they throw an ad right in the middle of a thread, and at first you kind of like, wait, what? It's jarring, right? I'm reading a thread trying to see what other people think about this thing, and you see an ad, yet you don't know it's an ad when you first start reading it, and it is jarring, and then you're like, so I have to, if it's certain ads, I will block. If it's really bad stuff, I'll click on it, so they have to pay, and then I'll go back and tell it I don't like the ad. So it reduces their. So hopefully they have to pay for my click, and then it because I did click on it, and because I say I don't like it, that it will increase the cost of further clicks. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know how their algorithm works. But new enhancements are needed. We need to find a way to get revenue, whether it's selling DAO capabilities or whether it's some other method. We need to figure that out. So that's one of the big things I do want to talk about if we get a DIN DAO call in place. So that's all of the questions. So you guys get rewarded, and we're going to close out by saying, go to the Dragonchain.store, get some DIN DAO merch, get some DIN merch. Oh, this is DIN DAO. Okay, get some coffee with DIN merch. Maybe if we sell enough coffee with DIN, we can get Dave to come back. He wasn't lost. I did speak with him yesterday evening after a long. I haven't talked to him in quite a while, so it was a good call. And get some get a golden JoJo mug, which is if you have a golden JoJo, I think that we give you a coupon for cost, but otherwise you're going to pay like it's a Wayfair item. That's why it's there, though. This $400 is not something else. It is priced so that any mortal soul who wants a golden JoJo mug will have to pay the full price. But if you have a golden JoJo, then you get a deal. you're an immortal being. You are a great person. So anyway, and also let's see here. We'll go to the legalfund.dragonchain.com. If you are at all able, please do donate with crypto, any crypto you have. And if we don't have it listed in our set, do ping us with, I believe there's a form right here to request, contact us to have your favorite crypto added to the forms. And also make sure you check the proof signature at the bottom to validate that this really is that you're putting it to the right address. And other than that, if you want to donate by fiat, get rid of your dirty fiat. It'll be worthless soon anyway. You can give a one-time donation or a recurring donation. So although you might want to check back the recurring donation, because that $20 or $100 you put in every month is going to quickly become worthless. So you might have to increase it over time. But either way, every little bit helps. We really appreciate anybody who can do that. And if you can't, we still love you, so don't worry about it. And let's see here. Make sure you watch this again next week, same time. Watch World Blockchain Roundtable today at 1100 Eastern. And now that's only like 42 minutes away, 1500 UTC. Follow Dragonchain, Real Denizens, Jojo Row on Twitter, and Den.Social, more importantly. And I think that's everything. So I will see you in the next on World Blockchain Roundtable. All right. Thanks a bunch. See you then.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.